Mr. Maye, how we doing this week?
How we doing? You doing all right?
We're doing great. We watched one hell of a football game last night, riding the ups and downs that you rode on the field. There's a lot of outside noise about you guys needing to bounce back and show your resiliency, and maybe you needed to have your mettle tested with a fourth quarter comeback. How did that comeback feel from your perspective?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to do whatever we need to do to come out with the win. That was the mindset for us. Whatever it took, whoever it took. We had guys stepping up in positions and people going out of the game and playing new spots and playing, more than they usually have, and just stepping up and do whatever it took. I think that's the biggest thing from take away from that game. Just proud of the guys for the way they competed and had belief and didn't lose sight of winning that game the whole time.
Yeah, your guys kept their eyes on the prize as well, and a lot of people were fighting through injuries, coming in and out. Yourself as well. We saw on national TV that you took a couple of pretty good pops and shots as well. Are you feeling a little extra sore today? And I imagine if so, it was totally worth it.
It's always worth it. Now I'm feeling pretty good. I actually feel pretty good. So just know we get another one this week. Get back and get ready for it. And great week with Christmas coming up, and just looking forward to getting back at it. And two division opponents to finish off the season with. So we got to play some good football and get these last two.
We had a lot of discussion last week after the loss to the Bills. Even Coach Vrabel said, we'll see, if they needed it, if they put it to good use, if they learned from it. What did you see last week as the team tried to bounce back during the week on the practice field, which ultimately led to a victory on the game field?
Yeah, I think it was a learning experience. A learning experience just for us when playing from ahead. And, that wasn't the case last night. It was playing from behind. So just different scenarios and different situations that you face, throughout the week. And, each and every week in the NFL, you're going to be up sometimes. You got to hold the lead. You're going to be down sometimes and make a comeback. And just proud of the team for handling it and showing up to practice and knowing that it took a great week of practice to get that done. And like I said, just belief in each other. I think we never lost sight of that. And, we have a lot of fun playing out there with each other. And it's fun times in the huddle.
Drake, I'm sure this is probably something best left for the talking heads, the analysts, and the sports radio guys. But, prior to last night, I don't think you'd had in your time in the NFL a signature come from behind fourth quarter win. You're down 11 with just over 12 minutes, 2 big touchdown drives, and you guys get that win. How nice is that to add to your resume to know that, like, you can be on the road in a hostile environment, get the boys together, and come from behind for a huge win like that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do my part to help the team win. I think all the statistics and all that is what it is. Just trying to, whether we're down or we're up, hopefully we're up, just trying to come out with the win. And whether it's, take the comeback or take the game-winning drive or not, just try to do whatever I can to put the team in the best position to come out with the win.
Patriots quarterback Drake Maye here on a Patriots Monday on WEEI Afternoons. You seem to really enjoy that touchdown pass to Hunter Henry when you were rolling right and then just sort of flicked it and then turned and kind of acted like an airplane with your fingers out. I don't know if you've seen the famous photo. Definitely had some Dwayne Wade to LeBron James for the dunk vibes to it. Where'd that celebration come from? Because we don't always see you celebrate like that.
Yeah, it was probably a little probably out of the ordinary, but I trusted Hunter to make a nice catch, and he did just that. So it was a great play design and one of those ones that kind of just had two options on the defender, whether to make him take me or take Hunter, and he took me, so had the easy play.
It's pretty impressive how Steph Diggs really comes alive in the biggest games and in the biggest moments for you. He's a real primetime player. Had 9 catches in that big win at Buffalo, 9 catches for $138 last night. What would you say he has helped you unlock or helped you develop in this pivotal and impressive second season for you in the NFL, Drake?
I think just trusting the guys around me. He always says, just trust me, and I trust him on the fourth down. He made a great play, a great catch, and he just keeps on showing up. And sometimes it may not be as many targets or catches each and every week, but his attitude and the way he approaches it and the competitiveness in him is really cool to see, and it's contagious for us and the rest of the locker room.
Devin McCourty, who you spoke with for the Football Night in America pregame show, made a comment that while he was talking to you, you had told him something about in training camp and practice, Josh had said something in your helmet like, the nickel is coming. There's a guy blitzing. How long did it take you to sort of get used to stuff like that, maybe start to trust Josh that he is right, that the nickel is coming, and how much of the success has been a part of that process of trusting what he says in your ear?
Yeah, I learned very quickly to trust, Coach McDaniels and what he sees, because he's got a great feel for the game, a great feel for this offense, and a great feel for what these defenses like to do. So he's as smart as they get, and he's got great feel and ability to coach the quarterback at a high level. So just trying to soak it all in and ask any questions and listen to him, whatever I can, because usually he's got something that'll help me play better, and that's the goal.
Looks like you and rookie receiver Kyle Williams are developing a nice little bit of chemistry here, a great deep ball connection. He's got 7 catches on the season, but 3 of them are for touchdowns and 2 really impressive long passes. Can you talk about how that chemistry and that comfort with each other has evolved so quickly, Drake?
Yeah, I think it's still got a good ways to go. I think we got a lot of improvement. Getting him some more touches. He's explosive with the ball in his hands. You saw in Tampa, and he's a big deep threat down the field. So just got to try to give him the ball more in open space, because he can make guys miss, run past guys, and he's doing a great job of being around the older guys, the older vets, and just trying to learn the system, learn the offense, learn how I like him to run routes, and how I like him to feel the zones and kind of win in man. So he's just getting better and better, and he's got a bright future.
How do you personally move on or not worry too much about a non-call? The whole world sees Kayshon Boutte get tackled on that deep ball you threw, and even Mike Tirico on the broadcast is like, where's the flag? That's pass interference. How do you, in the heat of the action, not get mad, not spend time thinking about that, sort of move on to the next play?
Yeah, early on, at my young stages in my career, I'm trying to kind of get to know the refs, try to kind of get to know them well, and hopefully try to create a good relationship with them and be nice. But I think there comes a time down the road I can see myself kind of switching the switch and flipping the page to a little darker side with some refs. But they hadn't showed up yet. It was pretty close last night. But I just try to move on to the next play, because there's nothing we can do about it after it happens. Just try to move on. But I definitely think down the road I can be not more of getting hostile with the refs, but just wanting them to do their job at a high level, just like we're trying to do.
Yeah, well, obviously, Pats fans, I can tell you from home, we're none too happy with the calls or lack thereof at times. But the fans were out in full force to support you on the road, as they have been all season long. You were talking in your post-game presser about how you could hear them everywhere, whether you're in the huddle, you're sitting on the bench. What is that? How much did that extra level of support and that Patriot fan action last night, how did that support you guys? How did that help propel you guys to win? What did that mean to you?
Oh, it's huge. Coach McDaniels talks about it all the time, how the Patriots fans at a opponent's stadium, they travel well, and it feels like a home game when we make big plays and score touchdowns. It's a loud cheer, and it feels pretty cool. I think that's the biggest thing. It feels it gives you extra motivation to play, to play well and practice, and the fans make this league go. And I think that's one of the coolest things about this sport, is how involved and impactful these fans are in the stands, and creating a home environment and creating a hostile, and little kids yesterday yell at me in Baltimore that they probably think they shouldn't say in front of their parents, and it's just it's funny, and it's pretty cool.
That's Baltimore for you.
That's awesome. So you guys talked about Coach Vrabel telling you to pack your identity and bring it on the road with you, which you guys clearly have done a good job, undefeated on the road after the comeback victory. But if I asked you, with 2 games to play as you head towards the end of the regular season into the postseason, what is the identity of the 2025 New England Patriots?
Yeah, I think what we're trying to build is a team that plays 4 quarters, that plays with effort, with great finish, with smart decisions, smart choices, not being heavily penalized after the whistle, not doing stupid things to hurt the team, and a team that's gonna play with each other and trust each other and believe the entire game that we're gonna come out with the win. And from there, just a team that plays fundamental football, that does things the right way, and good in clock management situations, good at end of games, and a team that gives our fans something to cheer for, and that's what we're trying to accomplish. And I think we've done that so far. We got to keep it going.
Interesting week to prepare for your second to last game. Obviously, like you said, 2 division opponents ahead of you. win those out. You got the AFC East. You guys are already a playoff team, which is awesome. How will prep go this week with a holiday, such a big holiday, right smack in the middle of the week, and then travel road game against, a desperate division opponent like the Jets on Sunday?
Yeah, we'll definitely get to work in. We'll get to work in and know, the reasons for the season, and that's, the celebration of the biggest birthday of all, and one of the cool things for what kind of football is brought about in the holiday season, and it's the reason for the season, and that's Jesus, and what a holiday to celebrate and be around football, and football only makes the holidays more enjoyable. So it's going to be cool. We'll definitely get to work in and definitely spend time with the family, but also get reminded of the sport we play and how blessing and they'll take for granted, because the real reason for the season is bigger than football.
Along those lines, you often cite your faith in your post-game press conferences. What role does your faith play in your life and your life as a professional athlete? Had you ever been hesitant to share that in your press conferences? What is that like?
No, I really haven't. I think the biggest thing is use my platform to spread the word and spread the good news, and that's one of the biggest things that I've tried to work on in my career, is use my platform to inspire young kids, or inspire even older people that may not be into their faith as much, and just to know that it's out there for everybody. And it's one of the biggest things in my life that I've learned is there's purpose and there's passion, and my passion is football. My purpose is a believer and being strong in my faith.
So 'tis the season. I'm curious if you're going to be doing some gift giving on the team as well, and got any idea what kind of awesome offensive lineman gifts you're going to get? Is it going to be like ATVs or swords, video games? What?
Yeah, we'll definitely give them something. So, can never spoil it, but those guys done a great job this year, and guys, all across the team have done a great job.
All right, it's time for your favorite part of the interview. May or may not.
May or may not. It's time for a weekly peek. May or may not. Inside the likes, loves, mind, and style of New England's quarterback.
May or may not.
May not. On WEEI Afternoons.
All right, Drake, I don't have any idea where I got the idea for this question, but taking your shirt off and chugging a beer at a Celtics game, may or may not?
I'm a fan. I think Big Will doing it was awesome. I think that's kind of our southern little way of southern charm. So I think it was pretty cool, and it was cool for Will to do that as a rookie, and I'm sure a lot of the vets were wanting him to do it, and cool for the way he kind of showed emotion and kind of didn't kind of half in, half out, and just went full on and did the thing. Is
that only a big lineman thing? Would a franchise quarterback ever do that?
I guess we'll leave that up to speculation. I guess we'll see.
Always something to look forward to. I imagine growing up, Drake, you enjoyed a couple of meals at some of the local favorites, getting them covered and smothered. Waffle House over Cracker Barrel, may or may not?
Waffle House over Cracker Barrel? Ooh, that's two places down south that I like. I'll take Waffle House. I think that's kind of more my style. A good waffle and Waffle House is hard to beat.
All right, this time of year between Thanksgiving, Christmas, family get-togethers, kids home from college, a lot of families get together and play games. Family game night, may or may not?
We're big family game night people. We love playing all the board games, card games. I love playing cards, and I love competing with my family, my brothers, and my wife.
Is it all amicable, or does it get ugly at times?
I wouldn't say it's very friendly. I think we're trying to win, and we're talking crap. And anytime that you play spades or Catan or whatever you want to play, we're trying to win, and that's the goal.
Flip 7 is the new card game that's a hit in our house, just to put that one on your radar.
Flip 7. I don't know if I've heard that.
It's a combination of Uno and Blackjack. It's awesome. Yeah, you can get it.
Wow. I like Blackjack. So.
Yeah, it's great. Hey, so we have a producer on our show who loves using AI, and he has an AI companion at home that he talks to all the time and asks it for advice. So using AI to help you learn things or keep you company may or may not.
Keep you company may not. To learn things and research, I think I'll do that. I don't know about keeping company. That sounds a little bit weird.
Yeah, it is. And that he named it Chip is even weirder, but we don't need to go down that road. He has a name for his AI friend. Ham for Christmas dinner, may or may not.
Yeah, a little honey baked ham. I'm a fan. We had a little bit of honey baked ham for Thanksgiving, and I love some ham for the Christmas season.
I married into a family of professional singers, so I get dragged out doing this every year, Drake. Going Christmas caroling in the neighborhood, may or may not.
May not. I didn't. I think it's pretty cool. I'm not sure around the neighborhood. Is that a thing up here? Yeah.
Yeah. Go door to door, and people think you're
down
crazy.
South. Yeah, down south. I don't know if families go out and do it, but that's pretty cool. No, we don't. I haven't never participated in that, but I'm not sure if people want to hear me and my brothers. So
yeah, we'll sing for snacks or cookies. So.
All right, time now for the quarterback question of the week. The quarterback question of the week is brought to you by Northeast Men's Health, with experts in treating men's sexual health with 6 New England offices, or at northeastmenshealth.com. This question comes from Nicole in Newport, who clearly is an loyal listener. Said, Drake, you said you don't take criticism from a person you wouldn't take advice from, or vice versa, but how do you ignore all the praise and positive outside noise and stay focused on the job at hand when there's these MVP chants and such?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, I got, my brothers, keeping me humble. I got my wife and my parents and, coaches and Coach Vrabel that are, keeping me level and knowing that it's any given week in this league, you got to play and bring it every week. So I think it's, keep a tight circle and people that I trust and trust their opinion, but at the same time know that, every week is a big week and, they can praise you one week and the next week they're doubting you. So that's how it is. And that's how it is in this league, is playing in my position. With media and all these different, sources and outlets. So just trust in what I do and, continue to practice every week and just care about, like I said, what people care about me inside the facility and the organization.
All right, Drake, we appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on the comeback, the big win. Good luck against the Jets, but more importantly, thanks for joining us every week. It's the holiday season. We appreciate that. Have a Merry Christmas. Hope Santa's good to you and hope you are good to the offensive linemen.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Go Pats.